So hi there Reefers, welcome back to another episode of Dreaming Reef. So for today's episode, it's going to be a bit special. We are going to actually tour my fish room here. So I have the opportunity to actually have the fish room in my house itself. So this area here is going to where I deliver all my different contents regardless it's fish, corals and other equipment and anything in between our reefing community. So let me take you guys a tour on the entire room itself. So we started off with this small 14-gallon nano reef here, which you guys have seen previously. It houses the pair of Venus's Angel, but then I'm actually doing a bit of revamps here and there, so I'm actually moving out everything, and I still haven't really decided what I want to put in this tank yet. But for sure this is going to be a coral tank. Just what type of coral tank it will be, and it will be dominated with what type of corals. So there's a few options that I have out there right now. I'm either actually doing it a full anemone cube, or I was thinking another type of coral. So if you guys have a suggestion for this 14-gallon, right, do leave a comment below on what it should be in this tank. So we move on to the next build, right? So this is a unfinished project that I have right now. So the tank itself is about 4 feet long, about 1 feet and by 1 feet height. So I'm still thinking whether to convert this into a coral tank as well, or I would like to use this tank itself as a fish only system. So I haven't really decided what I want to do with it yet, because this tank is really not done yet. As you guys can see over here, right, there will be a new tank that is going to sit in this position where the sum is actually connecting both tanks together. So really no idea whether it should be a coral or a fish only system. Now let's move on to the 5 feet, the main coral display that I have at home. So I walk guys through on the ups and downs that have occurred to me on the 5 feet for the past few months. So I've noticed that I've not been updating this tank to you guys for the past few months. I've been doing a lot of LFS tour and all the other stuff. So we take a tour around the tank itself, and I will actually share with you guys the things that I've gone through and the things that actually happened to this tank itself. So firstly, we move over to the SPS mountain I have over here. So I'm not really a big fan, or I have a huge success in SPS, but surprisingly in this tank, right, I managed to keep a couple of different SPSs over here. So just right below it, it's the very large Elegance coral. So the Elegant is still doing very well. It's still very puffy, the colors still look good, and I really don't know whether is it really growing or not, because it really didn't really take much of space, but it's still looking as gorgeous as it on this corner. So just right beside it, I have the Aviporas and the Gonioporas area. So there are some ups and downs going on. Once in a while one open, one closed, but that's just the Gonios and the Avis. So we move over to the GSP colony that I have over here, which is a huge nightmare in this tank because they really take up a lot of real estate and they are very evasive once they get mature. So next up is one of my favorite coral, which is the Golden Torch. So I really like the Golden Torch because it is just stunning. Just look at it, the yellows and the blue tips on it, it's just amazing. So I started collecting a little bit of Blastos here and there, but then not all of them are doing well. Some of them actually thrive very well in my tank and started growing baby polyps, but some of them just doesn't seem to like the water. So we move over to the right hand side of the tank, right, we have the start of the Zoo Garden. So this is one area that is thriving very well. Just right above it, I'm trying to do a little Euphyllia and the ladle area. So I currently have the fingal, the toadstool, and a frog spawn up there. So the mushrooms itself are still doing very well. They are all growing, they are propagating, and they really do cluster very nicely at the bottom of the Zoa garden. So let's talk about the Zoa garden. So the Zoa garden itself, right, there is a lot of ups and downs. So once in a while you do get a couple of them not opening. I do have some meltals once in a while, but the main colony or the main genes are actually all thriving and they are actually growing really well. So as you guys can see over here, this is a couple of footages that I've taken of the Yuma, the Riccordia, and the Discosoma area. So these are a couple of collections that I have right now. So next I'll bring you guys a top view of the tank itself. So this is the direct shot of the Zoa garden right above it. So as you guys can see that I really do have quite a good collection of Zoas. I'm still trying to get more, but then I'm actually trying to let them grow out because I really want to fill up the whole rock work. As you guys can see, there's a lot of bare spots here and there, but the tank itself is not even 1 year old yet, so I'm actually giving it some time to actually really mature the tank up. So we swing back over to the left hand side, I will show you a bit of the SPS aerial. So over here we do get to see the couple of the SPSs that I have. So big thanks to all the fellow reefers who's been helping me, contributing all these SPS to me. I currently have the forest fire that is growing really well. I have a Setosa, a green Porcellopora, and if we look down, right, so this is the top view of the tank where you can see the Avies, the Gonio, the Elegance, the GSP, and the other stuff that is on top. So I'll walk you through on a couple of the favorite corals that I have over here. One of it that I really like a lot is actually the green chili pepper Montipora. It's one of my favorite SPS right now. Alright, so we move over to the giveaway from last week. So there is about 13 of you guys who actually participated in this giveaway. So this is all your guys' names inside here. I'm going to click the random name picker and I'm going to pick one lucky winner. So for the Pinnacle Picasso giveaway goes to Mr. Donavan Ng. So Donavan, if you are looking at this video, right, do contact me via either by Instagram or by YouTube. Drop me a link and then after that I will contact you and we will arrange a date on the collection of the Picasso itself. So I've come to the end of this week's video. So for those of you guys who didn't win, right, don't worry, there will be a lot more giveaways in the near future as we are hitting our 150, our 200 subscribers, right. We will be doing more giveaways and the prizes are going to get a bit more attractive. So there will be a couple more contents coming up too. I will be doing a couple more LFS tour as well as update of the fish room itself. So like I've always say, happy reefing and I will see you guys real soon.